Ladies and gentlemen, you are now tuned in to the Impractical Jokers, the Fans podcast. If you turn this podcast off, you made a huge mistake, and that's coming from me, Jiggy. So, thanks for listening.
Welcome back to Impractical Jokers, the Fan podcast. I am
Welcome
Tiffany.
back. Ashley's here.
You talk over me every time. Every time.
Sorry. What do you want me to do?
I don't understand. Why do you have to talk over me?
Because you can't get anything out. It takes you like 10 seconds to talk.
We sound like an old married couple. I don't know if you know, but we're on a podcast right now.
Whatever.
Welcome, everyone. Apparently, people like it when I insult you. So.
I know. I told you I was kind of salty about that because people are like really think it's funny when you call me like a moron and you call me bad names. And they're like, "Oh, you two." No, this is abuse.
Okay, let's Ashley's being extra. It's not abuse.
It's a hate crime.
When I called her an idiot in that one episode, when I listened to it back, I was actually like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." Now I'm just like, when you said that, why did you put an ambulance? Are you sitting in the jail? I'm like, it's a fire truck, you moron.
Well, that sounds like, oh, excuse the fuck out of me.
Well, it's the same thing when what happened? When you called me out for something. I don't remember. Oh, you genius, when I spelled something wrong.
You spelled conversations. Put a random T in there. Anyway.
So, we have a little bit of a different episode for you today. Because, you know, they had the special, the Joker's Games. And Ashley and I didn't really feel like that needed a breakdown.
No.
So we have the one episode that we're going to break down for you. And, of course, it's still going to be the same wild fun that it always turns out to be. And then we have a huge announcement.
It's huge.
It is so big, it's going to blow your balls off.
That's what he said.
No, it's what Joe said. You know, you totally ruined the whole thing. You ruined everything.
Blow your balls off.
Time out.
It's a big announcement.
Can we talk about how well the titty went over?
I mean, to me, the best part was that you had a birthday and people sent pictures of their boob to you.
Okay, let me update people on that. I got 45 pictures of titties.
You know what? I don't feel bad for you because I've seen your boob about 100 times.
Including just like 5 minutes ago.
Including just 10 seconds ago, and now I have to pretend like that didn't happen to me. I have to pretend like I'm out here trying to have the day Jesus wants me to have, and you're just flashing titty.
So, for those of you, you know who you are.
Don't call their names.
Well, technically, it was 45, but Terry sent me her dog's titties.
Really?
So what's that, like 2, 4, 6? Like, I don't know. So she sent me the whole belly.
That's funny.
So there's a little bit more. But, so Terry wins because she sent me the most titties in one picture.
Go Terry. Do you know what? I'm not surprised by Terry.
Twat language, Terry.
That girl's a freak. Her husband is probably one satisfied man.
Stop.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Stop.
I feel like the next time I see him, I'm gonna fist bump him. Like, good for you, bro.
Anyway.
Good for you.
So, to everybody who sent me birthday love and birthday titties, thank you so much. I'm glad that went. I was really nervous when we told that story because I'm like, we are gonna scare people away, but
I was like, they're either gonna love it or they're gonna think it's really weird and not get it.
But
so if people thought it was weird, they did a good job of like just shutting up, or maybe they left the page. I don't know, but
what's that one girl? Is it Audrey? Is her name Audrey? I don't know. If I'm saying your name wrong, I'm sorry, but she just straight up was like, I just listened to the podcast, and Tiffany, I do not want the titty.
But people made it known, like, do not send me your titties. And we're like, titties for everyone.
I got plenty of titties. I'm good. I will have some kind of payback for Ashley's birthday. I'm going to have something sent to her.
Do not have titties sent to me.
I might. You never know. It's my turn. It's your birthday.
I just want anyone listening to this to know that I don't want a titty.
She's getting a titty from me.
Well, I already expected that. Nobody send me titties. I'll be really mad.
Anyway, so Ashley has the breakdown for us this time, which means I get to tell the huge announcement.
That was never discussed.
Well, then I would just be sitting here being quiet. I mean, I offered to do this episode, and you were like, no, I got it.
Well, that was a fucking mistake, because it took me an hour to do notes on this episode. I have arthritis now.
You got Arthur?
I got the arthritis, and my hand hurts. It was a lot of writing, because I'm very specific when I take notes. And this was just a long-ass episode.
It was a half an hour. It wasn't like it was...
No, but I just mean there was a lot of content in it, which is good, but, like, it sucks to write it all.
If you guys don't really know how this works, like, we, of course, watch the episode, but then when we come to do the podcast, we rewatch it and we take notes, so that way we can accurately talk about it, so we're not misquoting or missing. Sometimes we do miss stuff because we get stuck with time and whatever, but for the most part, we take notes so we can bring it back to you. So,
and I complain a lot.
With that, yes, and Ashley is a titty. So, anyway.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever been called.
Well, anyway. So, I am going to turn the mic over to Ashley. Of course, you'll still hear me. FYI, Ashley's kids are sick. So, they are sleeping. Let me say, she's not neglecting them.
No, yeah, they're not, like, starving.
They're not puking, and she's down here doing a podcast. But they are sick, so if you hear her disappear, she had to go check on the kids. I will try to continue, or I may just tell a joke. Who knows? So
we need, like, you know what, I need, like, a hand signal to give you.
Uh-huh.
What should I do?
Just stand up. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you, so I'll know.
That's true. Well, what if I'm standing up for something else?
Oh, well then just walk away.
Oh my god. Okay, so anyway,
just do this.
Okay, I'll do that.
It's got to be both hands. I can only see
your
one hand.
hands look like the Thriller. Like, they look really weird.
Just do this. There you go.
Okay, I'll do that. I'll do that. Okay.
I wish you guys could see us right now.
I'm glad they can.
All right.
So,
what you got, babe? What you got?
I didn't write down which episode this is of season 7.
Good deed.
What episode are we in?
This would be episode 14. This is season 7. Oh, you suck. Hold on.
I already failed. I didn't write down what episode this is. And I can never remember either.
You are
if I don't write it down.
Worthless.
I am. Fire me.
This is season 7, episode 3, No Good Deed.
Yes, there we go. Season 7, episode 3, No Good Deed.
But this is episode 14 for us.
Yes. Wow, 14.
I know.
So,
damn.
We're like getting seasoned or something. I don't know. So, first of all, before we even get started on the episode, I wrote a little note of something to talk about, and that is that Q finally got his little map of Staten Island in the opening credits.
Absolutely. But I'm kind of ticked off because they just gave him this small.
They put it on a little hot air balloon or something and, like, let it float up. And, like, I mean, he still got it, but I think what he wanted was just an outline of Staten Island, like, in the background.
No, I think he legit wanted, like, you would see Staten Island on a map. I think that's kind of what he wanted.
Yeah. And they, like, put it on a balloon and it, like, for anyone who doesn't, like, follow them on Twitter, there was this big, hilarious Twitter war Simi
Yep.
and Q about this map of Staten Island.
But people were taking it seriously, though.
They were being really mean to Simi, who's like such a nice guy. It seems like we don't know him. He a dick, but he seems so nice. We need to try to get him on
here.
We should.
You guys.
My God. We just had an epiphany. So,
you guys just heard that here first. We're gonna work on that, okay?
Yeah. It'll be in the process. So, he got his map of Staten Island. I actually took a screenshot of my screen and I sent it to him on Twitter. I mean, I don't know if he saw it or not. I'm nobody, but I was all excited for him because he won. But, I think there was someone in our group that was involved with that Twitter war by the name of Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, our Q lookalike.
Dan Lawson in the house.
Yeah.
I wonder if he wants the titty.
I'm going to recommend you don't send a titty unless someone says they want it first. It needs to be a consensual titty.
Anyway.
So Dan, let her know if you're trying to get that titty.
Stop! I believe Rob Immer, our fat crow, must have sent a video message about trying to get Q the map.
Yeah, he did. I think Sloppy Joe might have as well.
Oh, we're getting more popular. Our people are out there. But you notice they didn't name drop our podcast.
What the fuck is up with that?
Anyway, we are breaking down an episode.
We haven't even started yet. Good Jesus. Okay, so challenge 1 is
Jesus,
called
take the wheel.
Perfect. What?
I said, Jesus, take the wheel.
Take the wheel, honey. So, challenge 1 is called Pitch Imperfect. And that is when... Okay, you're getting weird. That is when they have to take turns pitching different shows. And so it's Sal versus Q up first, and they wrote each other's weird show pitch, and they have like an audience of people. And this is getting weird while I talk, and people can't see what you're doing.
No,
it's getting weird. It's weird. So it's Sal versus Q. So Sal wrote Q's little show pitches and that sort of stuff. I'm not doing a good job of explaining this at all. So this is Sal's first show. It's called The Amazing Tomato Show.
The dude has never seen a tomato.
And raising a child in an underground bunker who has never seen a tomato before. Watch what happens when we release him into the world and he sees what a tomato looks like. That's the whole show. Yeah, and the audience loves it. They're like, get ketchup. And it's like, no, that sounds like the weirdest show ever. That
was funny. Especially because Sal couldn't barely get it out.
Oh my God. At one point, the one he pitches, he has like a tear run down his face. He's like laughing so hard. That's so funny to me. I don't know why. So... next up is Q. So Sal wrote this for Q, and it's called Here, Have a Horse. And the whole premise is giving middle-class children a horse, then documenting the family struggling to pay for it. And these mean-ass people in this focus group are like, oh yeah, it's like a documentary series. And it's like, what is wrong with you guys? Like, there's all for it.
The part is that they were good about the documentaries, but the part that made them just mean asses was this family's gonna struggle to take care of this horse.
They're middle class. They can't afford a horse. And these people are like, oh yeah, this is a great fucking idea. What
people love to see other people suffer.
They do. Like, this shit actually made me mad. Like, I didn't like those people. Okay, sorry. So okay. The fact that I had to write some of this down is just mind-boggling. This one is called Salad to Pitch It, How Meth Got His Groove Back. And
that was my favorite.
If Method Man woke up and had female genitalia. And so it literally says what happens when this G wakes up with a G-spot. Will he lose his street cred? This is the weirdest thing ever. Like, what?
But you know what's funny is Method Man is a fan of the show.
I hope he watched that shit and was like, what the fuck? Because if I watched the show and they said something like that about me, I would be like, what is going on?
I
and the
embrace
audience,
it.
I wrote, right, audience likes it. They want to see Method Man as a woman.
What do you call him? Method Girl? Because he's Method Man, or do you call him Method Lady? Like, what?
Method Woman?
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Well, he's Method Man, so I feel like it. Oh, yeah, woman, yeah.
Method Woman.
Yeah, okay, well.
It doesn't have the same ring. So, this next one Q pitches, and it's called Ganja Manja. And so, for people who don't know, manja is an Italian word for eat. So, yeah. And it's going to be a show about kids who sneak weed into their parents' food and cook it into their food. And then if the parents catch them and figure out that they're high, then they lose. But here's the part I like, personally. If the parents don't catch on to what they did, they win free Chinese food forever.
You would.
That's a sweet fucking deal. Drug your parents, and
Ashley,
if they don't figure it out, you get free Chinese food. I would, if I were a teenager, I probably would have done something like that. Chinese food.
You know what? But I wouldn't put it past the generation now. I mean, this generation is eating Tide Pods, for heaven's sake.
For real.
So,
well, and the audience likes it.
well,
Like, oh yeah, that'd be funny. But then they, like, Q and Sal have this discussion, like, well, is it legal to even, can you put weed in people's food without them knowing? And it's like, obviously no.
is that kind of
But
like
the
recording
audience
a
was still
telephone
like,
call?
The audience is still like, yeah, just do it.
Yeah,
just do
I
it.
mean,
I mean, we're already watching people struggle to pay for a horse.
a man turning into a woman. Well, I think that's kind of already a show already.
I mean, but Method Man, that's the difference.
Well, I guess it kind of goes Method Man and like the Weed Man, so I guess maybe you could tie those two in together. I don't know. Maybe we're
They
onto
could
something.
create one really fucked up show if they wanted to. So, okay, Sal's up next. This is the last one. And it's called Seamus Loves Popsicles. And I wrote down specifically what is said because it's so borderline, like, crossing a line.
Yeah.
It says Seamus is a slime-covered Irish immigrant
Yep.
and lifts his lid when he discovers popsicles. They call him a potato-chomping manic. And they go on and on about how much like this Seamus Irish man loves popsicles. And it's like this big thing about popsicles. On and on how much he loves popsicles, he loves them. And then they tag it at the end. Oh, he moves in with his cousin and shows him how to love life. Like, what? And listen, the focus group says yes. This is a good show. I would love to watch a slime-covered Irish immigrant suck on popsicle. This is weird.
Okay, so Sal presented this one, right?
Sal presented that.
So my question is, what was Q doing when he came up with this idea?
For real.
Was he eating a popsicle?
He was eating a popsicle like, you know what, a slime-covered Irish immigrant would like this.
I could see him stoned and eating a popsicle and being like, you know, let's just say, like, I feel like
I'm going to write this one down for later. It's weird.
I don't know.
This is, alright, so Q wins. The crowd decides that Q has...
Yeah, because they love the horse story.
Yeah, they were like, oh, the horse one would really work. And it's like, why do you want to watch people be poor? Why? This is weird.
I mean, at some point, is the family going to ride the horse to work? I mean, what?
I mean, if I had to pick one of all these shows, I'm obviously watching people put weed in their parents' food.
I think I'm watching Method Man.
I would never disrespect Method Man like that. He don't want to be a woman.
I don't know.
No.
It's a tie between Method Man and putting weed in people's parents'
Yeah,
food.
ganja manja might work. Not even gonna lie, it might work. I mean, Murr should probably try to pitch that. So anyways, Q wins. So then it's Joe and Murr up next. And this whole thing is just fucking amazing.
Earl.
Yeah, Earl. There's a they just keep going like Earl. And he's just, trying to answer questions. He's so serious, too. That's the funny part.
I love how anytime they really suffered with one, they're like, Earl?
So, Murray's up first, and his show...
Well, of course that all started because Earl came in late.
Yes.
Sorry,
yes,
carry on.
No, you're fine. So, Joe wrote Murr's fake show. Murr wrote Joe's fake show. So Murr was up first, and his show was called Pantsed. It's about famous people pantsing other celebrities. And then he said, we hope no one's dongs come out. If they do, we'll just blur it.
So if people didn't catch on to it, like I didn't until Ashley just broke it down for me.
They're talking about Q when he got
yes.
pantsed. And the guy pulled his underwear down, too.
Can we talk about that for a second? When you watch that episode, everybody is pulling away. The pants are break away. Everybody is pulling away.
No, he purposely pulled them down.
Yes.
He knew what he was doing. He was like, you can't pull my dick out. So, yeah, that was definitely a little stab at Q, And so the audience thought that was a great show idea.
Oh, boy, I bet Terry is just like, do it again.
Oh, Terry, I'm going to get into her later because, you know what? She's out of control.
The what again is what did me in.
Oh, my God, that was so...
You were like, what the fuck? And I was like, oh, damn.
That was the greatest
But the thing is I was with her when she did that.
Were you really?
Yes, her and her husband came down and had dinner. For those of you who don't know, Terry and I are only like an hour apart. An hour away from each other. So Terry and her husband came down and they had dinner with me on my birthday. Well, when something got posted, she said, oh, you're going to love what I just posted. So I log in and I see that. What again? I'm like,
oh my God.
Terry!
That was so funny. Oh my God. Anyways, I forgot where I was at now. That shit was so funny. Okay, so the audience loves it. Who doesn't want to see a celebrity get pantsed, I guess?
Terry.
That's humor right there. Joe is up next, and his show is called Karate Debunked. And so it's about people who go undercover to see if karate is real or not. And Joe and Murr have this really weird debate about if karate's real. And this one lady is like into it. This one lady's into it. She's like, yeah, well, I mean, I pass those places all the time. What's really going on? And it's like, nothing, you psycho.
And then they take it to Earl.
Yeah, Earl. We need Earl on this show. I'm not even going to lie.
Can we tweet him?
The audience, once again, loved it.
Yeah.
They
Earl
need to
said it was
figure out
good.
what's going on with karate. This was the question they didn't know they needed answered. So this next one, I wrote word for word.
Oh,
and it took a good 10 minutes.
I know what you're talking
about. I think it's the one that gave me arthritis, really. So Murr's up, and this one's called Chinese Checkers. And I was so fucking confused the first time he said this, I had to rewind it, because I was like, I don't understand what's happening. It was really weird. Okay, so here's the premise of Chinese Checkers. Could stay with me here.
Okay.
After a concert in Shanghai, the Chinese government took DNA from Chubby Checker's sweat towel and cloned him. Now, Chinese Chubby Checkers is a grown-up as a military man and uses the twist to get into enemy territory. Will Chinese chubby checkers get caught, or will it be checkmate? Who the fuck is chubby checkers? Is this... No, I'm being serious. Tiffany, is this a real person? Is chubby checkers a person I don't know about?
Why are you so damn dumb? No!
But they said it like it was a real guy.
They're supposed to, Ashley. They're pitching this.
Oh my god. Well, they had to have a talk with Earl about how you clone a Chinese person or a black person and make them Chinese.
Oh my god, that conversation was hilarious.
He was so serious about it because he was like, well, you would obviously, he's like telling him how to do it. Come on, Earl.
Somebody find Earl. We need Earl on this show.
All right. People of the group, find Earl. We need him on our podcast. And so,
speaking of podcasts, oh no, go ahead.
No, you're fine. Keep going.
No. Mine had nothing. Carry on.
Okay. So, that was fucking weird. Joe's up next. And this is another thing that I can't believe I wrote this down. Joe's up and it's called Jerk Off Island.
I was in tears.
I just wrote, jerks are voted off an island by their annoying peers. But it's called Jerk Off Island. And the group that was like discussing it, the focus group, were like, well, if they get the jerk off the island,
yes.
I couldn't stop laughing.
And then Mur's like talking to Earl. He's like, so you like jerk off? And Earl's like, yeah.
They love it. They're just like, yeah, jerk off island.
But Mur sealed the deal. He's like, so you like jerk off? Like, totally just like, so I mean, like, Mur in so little words said, so Earl, you jerk off? Like,
and I was like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I feel like if I were there after, like, the whole chubby checkers thing, I would be completely lost. Like, I would be one of the ones just sitting there, like, I gotta get out of here, because I don't understand.
Maybe it's because you and I are, like, big kids, but I feel like you would have gotten a couple snickers when they're like, hey, it's called Jerk Off Island, you know, like...
Oh, I would have laughed like hell.
I would have been like, excuse me?
I'm so immature.
Clearly we are, because that's the first thing, I mean, and clearly the guys are immature, because they did it.
Yeah, they're the one that came up with it. So this next one, to me, is the highlight of the whole episode.
Absolutely.
And it's Mur pitching it, and it's called Monumental Challenge. Now, Q says this is actually something Mur tried to pitch.
Yep.
In real life, and it got denied.
And then when...
he goes, well, hold on. So he's like, Mur says it's called Monumental Challenge. A host surprises tourists around the world and quizzes them at different monuments of the monument. And Q says, Q tried to pitch this.
Mur tried to pitch it.
Mur tried to pitch it for 20 years, and one time he didn't, and he started crying.
And then they both fall over.
That's the best part. And it reminded me of you and me. Because they're, like, smacking stuff and laughing, and that's how we are.
But the thing is this made me laugh even harder because Sal didn't even have to take Q out because Q fell over on his own.
If anybody besides Sal falls, that's really funny. You know what I mean? I just laughed so hard when he was like, one time he tried it and he cried. Like,
yeah.
And you could just tell Mur was so salty, and then at the end it was like, by James S. Murray.
Yes. But if you've never seen me and Ashley interact, we have to kind of stay away from each other when we start laughing because it could be a complete beatdown session. Like, we've even had a chair, like, we fell and then we had a chair fall on top of us, remember?
Yeah. Yeah, and we went to see the guys live in Michigan.
Oh, yeah.
And I just had a major surgery. And so we actually had to put you on my opposite surgery side, so if you hit me, it wouldn't hurt me. Because we knew it was going to happen.
Yes, we are very good about grabbing onto each other and like shaking each other and just.
I grab people and I shake their arm when I laugh.
Yep.
All the time. And most people get really annoyed by it, where they're like, don't touch me.
Me and Ashley are shaking each other.
It's
So if
weird.
you ever get the chance to hang out with us, you will definitely see that. You will definitely see us falling over. If we haven't gone live in a long time, we're gonna have to bring that back.
Oh, we should bring that back.
Yeah.
Honestly, I feel like we're so dramatic. I just feel like we're really dramatic.
I feel like the solo going live kind of stinks, but certainly when we're together and filming episodes, not filming, recording, we should totally do something and have a fun like question answer or whatever. But anyway.
Yeah, we should. That would be fun. So the next one up is Joe. And his show is called Traffic Cam. And so if all you do is watch the show, this wouldn't really be that funny to you. But people who see Joe knows that he will go on Periscope and he does a thing called Traffic Cam.
Which he did live on the cruise. They had a little car set up and they had a camera and he was inside the car with the chair and he did an actual like live traffic cam.
Oh, that's fun.
Yes.
So this is how he had to describe Traffic Cam. It says, a goofy human toucan of a man drives and talks into a camera. And so what's funny is that Joe really does this. And, like, so they're, like, teasing him about it. Mm-hmm. And then so Joe brings up, well, some people go live and they iron their shirt. Like a jab at Mergs. They're like, yeah, Sal's like, we made fun of him one time because he just went live and like ironed his shirt. I don't remember that one. Did you watch that one?
Yes.
I don't remember watching that one.
It was right around the time when I was really starting to get into them, and like I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. Mer's going live, and like it came on, and he's like standing there ironing his shirt, and I'm like,
what?
What the fuck is happening right now?
Yeah. It's like weird.
Like I even mess with my phone. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh, he's really just ironing his shirt.
Yes. Why haven't we seen a Q Periscope or a Sal Periscope?
Q did a Periscope once, but it was, and you know, I feel like I'm about to get fried for this, but whatever, I'm just going to say it. Suck my dick. It was very odd because it wasn't really him. He was playing music, and then he would put up, like, an old picture with the music. And so you would just be staring at, like, this picture, and he would have, like, a song on. And it went for, like, over an hour, where he would just play music and, like, put up a different one. And he would talk once in a while, but you never saw him. It was like, he was, like, in his dark kitchen. I remember, like, watching it and being like, what? I'm so confused right now. It was, I don't know. I thought it was really odd. I mean, I sat there and watched it, so I guess I'm kind of odd, but did you see that one?
No.
I'm telling you what happened. So anyway.
Whatever.
Someone back me up. So, Mer wins that one. They choose Mer's weird shows. Apparently they like the chubby checkers. I don't know. I fucking can't. So, the second challenge is called Jack's Asses, because they're at Jack's. And they just have to go up and talk to people and do whatever the guys tell them to do.
I'm pretty sure that you missed a challenge.
What did I miss?
No, where they talk about a show where, it's a hidden camera. Yeah, it's at,
that's in
the bonus.
Extra.
Okay, sorry.
No,
sorry,
okay.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's
Forgive the fuck out of me.
Don't you know? I have things written down specifically.
It's just all going together in my head.
They have my program.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna shut the fuck up.
Oh my god, we're such a dumpster fire. So second challenge, they just have to go up and talk to strangers, you know, typical, do whatever the other guys tell us. Sal's up first. And he just goes up to this stranger and he's like, you got some balls showing your face around here. I thought And the guy's like, okay. It was just weird. So then they're like, okay, you have to call the producer, Christine, and have a stranger describe to her
what a
what tampon is. So he goes up to the stranger, he's like, will you talk to my daughter and just tell her what a tampon is?
The lady's like,
it's so sweet, though. She's like, oh, okay. So she tells her, what a tampon is.
I love how she, turns around and tries to be all discreet about it. It's like a sanitary napkin.
Like, the man is in his 40s. You can say the word vagina. Like, it's okay.
It's a sanitary It's like a sanitary napkin that goes in your vagina. And they're like, what did you say?
She's like, oh. So then she goes, okay, you can put my husband back on the phone.
And I love it because Sal gets back on the phone.
What'd she say?
And so she tells him, and Sal's like, oh my God, that's gross.
But I mean, he did it.
Which was at the beginning of the episode. That was the quote that they did at the beginning of the episode. I'm really liking that.
I do too. They put a little sound bite in there. Because then you're like, ooh, I wonder when that's going to come in. You know what I mean? So next up is Joe. This was funny to me. I rewound it 3 times to watch. He just starts out hidden in a big pile of pants. And you can see him breathing, the whole mound of pants is moving up and down. And then they're like, give a little moan. And he's like, Marr. And then people look like, what the? And then people start, converging onto, the pants pile.
Yes.
And they're like,
how?
He's, making these noises. And he's like, how long have I been in there? And they're like, the one lady's like, a long time.
But how come nobody, started, well, the one lady was, digging, and he scared her.
I kind of want to do this. I feel like that's something I would do.
I was just about to say, can we please go to a store, and can I put you in, a pile of clothes and have you do that, please?
Absolutely.
All right, people,
I would do.
You heard it. We're going to go somewhere next time we're together, and I'm going to put Ashley in a pile of clothes, and I'm just going to stand there and record and see what happens.
I will totally do that.
Game on.
So, the next thing he has to do is there's a big pile of pillows. And they tell him to make pathetic attempts to reach a pillow.
He's, barely jumping.
I know. And then he gets into some lady's cart.
And the kid's holding.
Yeah, and then I was like, that would make me nervous. I don't know if I'd want to do that. That car has wheels. And then he starts handing all the pillows to that guy.
He's like, what was his wife's name? Gertrude? What did he...
Oh, I didn't write that down. I don't remember. But he was, yelling off to her.
Yes. He's like, not this one. He's like, this has got to be the one. He's got to go.
So, he did it, though. So, good for him. So, Q's turn is next.
Oh, my God.
And he goes up to people and asks, you want me to crush this? You want to see me crush this with my heel? And he starts crushing stuff, and he's like, oh, the best part is I didn't pay for it. No, it's not my problem.
That was kind of I was kind of oh, okay, that's not...
I didn't laugh. Yeah. I didn't think it was funny. I was like, oh, okay.
Well, Pat, Terry, and Michelle are going to be pissed. Because we didn't laugh at Q.
Well, here's the next part that we're going to delve into a little bit, because the next thing he has to do is flirt with someone. And the first thing I thought of when he started flirting with this lady, I thought of Terry. And I was like...
Terry be pissed!
Terry is sitting... I just picture Terry sitting in a living room, with her eyes closed, and no one's there.
And she's pretending that he's flirting
with
her.
She's just pretending that Q's talking to her. This is just how you know what I mean?
She's probably completely naked too. I don't know.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
I may have just taken it a step too far. I'm not sure.
She probably shushed her husband, don't fucking talk. And just imagine Q talking to her. That's what I imagine.
I feel like it goes even further than that. They're on three-way with it's Terry, Pat, and Michelle. And they're all on three-way, shh. Meditating almost.
Yeah. Them girls are horny.
Damn. Could you keep your 1-900 shit off our page?
Yeah, they're really sexual here. You're deviants.
Apparently, I'm gonna have to bring the twat language on Sal Tuesday because we are not living up to the twat language Tuesday like they have.
I mean, they're nuts.
Like, I almost
They're
feel
nuts.
like if Q ever heard about the page, like, we'd be banned from the start.
You know, if for some reason, for whenever down the road, we got so lucky and a miracle happened, and like one of the guys was listening to this right now, I would just say you should be scared. Because there are women out there that are nuts. And they will say anything. They say anything on our page.
Like, I don't know how we can get the control back.
I don't think we can.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Like, we've lost complete control.
Oh, it's not even our group anymore.
And these are our fucking admins and mods who are doing this.
I know! Like, who controls them?
I guess it's me and you.
No, it's not working out well. Terry, I need you to... Terry, Pat, Michelle.
Just a little bit.
Take it down a little.
Just tune it down a little. Like, what the Like, Ashley and I, it's our page and we have no say-so anymore.
This is the thing. Every time I go to get on our page, I try to do it, daily.
Yeah.
And I see Pat's post. I got like 50 notifications. It's all Pat.
Which is good.
Cute.
I mean, my thing is when Ashley and I started this, like, when we started adding the admins and mons, it wasn't like, okay, this is our page and you have to abide by our rules. Like, we have certain standards that we've set, like, we don't want anything personal about the guys, which nobody has done, thank you. And I hope that continues. And we've said no bullying, which nobody has done, thank you. And we've just said no drama, which we haven't had. I seriously think we have one of the best fan pages around.
Oh my God, we do. Everybody has so much fun.
Yes, and that's what we wanted. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's what you and I wanted, was a place where people could go and have fun and love the guys. Terry, Pat, and Michelle, we didn't mean sexually. Anyway.
You know what? They have turned our page into, what's that called when you write, like, exotic novel? Fan fiction.
Oh, for the love of God. Have you read some of those?
Yes. Okay. They're horrible.
Wait a minute. We're doing a podcast.
We're way off subject.
Anyway, the page is wonderful. Thank you for everybody for participating in whatever. Pat, Terry, Michelle, I mean, just a nipple turn down, okay? You know what? You guys do you, okay? If it gets too out of control, we will say something and we'll be serious. But for right now, they're really just having fun. I'm not worried about it.
You know what, ladies? Flood them basements.
Yep. Wet again, Terry. But really, we're just giving you guys shit. Like, nobody has ever crossed the line. Ashley and I would be all over it. And Pat and Michelle and Terry, we give them a hard time, but they are wonderful admins and mods. And they would never. So yeah. So we get it. It's all fun. If anybody is ever offended, please just let one of us know. It doesn't need to be a big deal and be spread everywhere. If you get offended, just let one of us know and we will take care of it. But for the most part, we wanted this page to be about loving yourself, loving everybody, and being able to love the guys without getting too crazy. We haven't touched crazy yet, but we are walking a fine fucking line.
I deleted one comment once.
Yeah, I think I've only deleted like maybe 2 comments, and it hasn't been very recently. So, I mean, we have small.
Everybody does a really good job of being respectful. I get a good laugh out of everybody on the page, and hopefully when they listen to the podcast, they get a good laugh, out of us. Or they roll their eyes or whatever.
And hopefully you realize that the banter between me and Ashley is just that. It's banter. It's not ever serious. I'm not, like, abusing Ashley or anything.
She needs help.
You are not funny. Anyway, we are totally off base here, so back to the episode.
So, Q's flirting with this woman, and her all of a sudden they send in his fake wife, who was like, "This is ridiculous. You're flirting with this woman," and she's like, "I can't," and hands him a freaking preteen kid on a leash and walks off, and he's like, wild. This kid's a wild animal.
That kid was everywhere.
Like, did they tell him to act like that? Or he just improvised?
It looked like he
Which
just
is it?
improvised.
I think he improvised that. He did a good job.
That kid was gone.
He was nuts. That's why he was on a damn leash.
And I love it because Q's not a big kid fan to begin with.
I know. You don't like kids. So, this next is pretty epic. Mur's up.
Oh my. Okay. I say this a lot, my favorite. But this one.
This was a good turn. I was like, oh. Well, first, he has to slide down the escalator and say things to people when he gets to the bottom. So he had to slide down the
He
escalator.
did that really well.
Huh?
He slid down that escalator like his
Yes.
ass had butter on it.
It looked good.
It was kind of
Like,
sexy.
He was, like, very athletic looking sliding down that escalator.
I don't know. It was just like, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed that too. And then the other time he slid down the escalator, he said, "Natalie Portman eats here all the time." What? That's weird. And then he had to slide down it, and he goes up to this lady, he slides down the escalator, and he's like, "Do they sell birthday candles here?"
And she's like, birthday candles?
Yeah, she's trying to help him. I'd be like, "Oh, I don't know." So, this is, like, pretty epic. And
The bras.
they make him reach over this very, very large black man continuously.
Whose face is blurred, so you know he was, yeah.
Yeah, not in the mood to be fucked with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So he has to keep, like, reaching over him. So he's reaching across him, reaching over him. I mean, he's just being obnoxious. And finally, this guy, who's, like, 2 feet taller than Mur, loses it, and he's like, you think you're being funny? And basically, like, goes after him.
No, but time out. Remember, Mur has to pick up the bra.
That's right.
And
yeah.
Q's first comment, because Mur picks up this huge bra.
Yeah.
And Q's like, what a lady. Am I the only one that caught that?
Yeah, no, I remember that.
Calm down, twat language, Terry. So then,
Oh my god.
Mur is holding it up, trying to judge. He's supposed to ask if you could try this on. I'm trying to shop for my lady.
Yeah,
And the guy freaks out.
He doesn't even get it that part out. Like,
Yeah.
He doesn't even get it out, and the guy, like, first he, like, puts his finger in his face.
Yeah, and he's like, you think this is funny?
Yeah, and then he, like, actually goes after him and tries to grab him.
Mur's like trying to run. First
Screams
of
like a
all,
little
Mur,
spirit.
Mur, drop the fucking bra and take the hell off.
Or yell like it's a TV show. It's a TV show.
But I love
he
the
doesn't.
security. Does the security guard not look like Fat Crow a little bit when he comes running out?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't mention that. Does he?
Yeah, rewatch it, and you're gonna be like, "Oh my god, it does." Because at first I was like, "Is that Fat Crow? Like, is this part of the show or what?"
He comes up as fake security. That's weird.
But I mean, like, it's the short guy who comes running out, and I'm thinking, what are you and Mur gonna do?
I know.
Then finally the tall dude comes out, and I'm like, okay. I'm like, you may need to hire
what
somebody.
I always say, because there's always these fans that are like, it's too far, they're gonna get hurt, and it's like, they have security.
Look at how and they didn't even go confront the guy. All they did was get Mur out of the way.
Right. Like, they did a really good job, because that guy went after Mur, and I thought maybe if they would, like, obviously they explained it's TV show.
Right.
But this guy obviously didn't care because he's still blurred, which means he did not sign the consent form to be on the show.
I often wonder, I was kind of hoping in the Practical Insider if he was going to be a part of it, like, he actually, like, was like, oh, this is a TV show, you know, I'm sorry, but it wasn't, so whatever. But Mur was like...
he was, like, really still mad about it.
Mur looked a little... And then I love it because Mur comes running back, he's like, did I get the thumbs up? First of all, you know he pissed his pants.
Oh, come on, I would have.
That was a
I
big
would've.
ass black man. Woohoo!
That guy's a big guy.
Oh my gosh.
He was huge. He was so much taller. He was huge. Huge.
So now we have the punishment.
They gave Murr the thumbs up for
Right.
that, which I think was very well deserved.
Yeah.
He was gonna do it. He was gonna.
He was trying. I mean, he was already going there. He's like looking at it. He was like holding it up next to the guy.
Yeah, he was working up to it.
Yeah.
For sure. So, Sal and Joe, a very rare Sal and Joe joint punishment. Double punishment.
Yeah, Joe being punished.
Oh my god. So they're at this event where it's a bunch of rich people basically, and they've been fundraising. So they have to go out and explain to these people how their money was spent.
Oh my god!
And it's such ridiculousness that I'm surprised these people didn't riot.
First of all, the picture of Pete McFarland. Oh my god!
I wrote it all down. Yeah. Well, the first thing that they said was a state-of-the-art coat
rack will return.
I wrote down 60,000, and it comes with an app that checks on your coat
throughout the event.
Yeah, because if you lose your coat, you're literally out in the cold. Oh my god! And so that's the first thing they say. So everyone's really confused, like looking at each other like a coat room
for First of all, $60,000.
Right? They're like, what? And then the second thing is that they have an in-house choreographer present, Enrico McPartlin. And they pay him $95,000.
And they're putting him up at the Four Seasons for 9 months.
So, and it's a picture of Pete McFarland, their executive producer. I thought that was hilarious. That was funny.
And
then,
Sal has got to hold the cards over his eyes because
they're
he's
like, put the cards down, Sal, because he's laughing so damn hard. But this next one is so freaking ridiculous. $100,000 for a new handicap ramp. And, oh my god, that handicap ramp looked like a freaking roller coaster coming off the building.
Yeah, they're like, he was like, how do you get up it? And I'm sitting there looking at it, and I'm like, how do you get up the ramp? And then he said it. Like, I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah. That was the goofiest looking thing ever. And then they have a legacy circle. And they have elderly supporters make a planned gift for when they expire. And they have this video of this old lady, like, smiling in the hospital. Yeah, Barbara.
And Joe calls her Barbs. What is wrong with these men? And we're laughing.
Well, the funny part is that whole crowd was like older people.
Yeah.
And there's one lady's mouthing, she's going, stupid.
Well, and they didn't say, like, oh, when they pass away or when they die. When they expire.
Like milk.
Like they're a headache lettuce or something like that. Like, okay, here's a little side story. Like, you know, when you go through, like, EMT and paramedic class, you know, they teach, you have to take a grief class on how to tell people that their loved one has died.
Okay.
Well, now I get to teach this in the fire academy. I teach it, you know, how you tell somebody. So I always say, don't use words like expired, you know, because the first time I had to tell somebody that, I believe it was their father passed away. I remember sitting there and I'm like, so, you know, so-and-so, despite all of our efforts he's expired. And the lady's looking at me like, and she says to me and she's like, he expired? Like, she's pissed. She's like,
oh, she didn't like it.
No, she's like, my husband is not a carton of yogurt.
Right.
And I'm like, and so somebody had to take over for me because I could not put into words because I'm just like, so I always tell people, do not use the word expired they've passed on, they've passed away, whatever. But yes, so yes, when he said expired, that stuck out to me because I'm like, oh my god, like they're a head of lettuce or a carton of yogurt.
Yeah. When they said when they expire, I'm like, oh god, it's so cringeworthy. And the thing is, they had this, like, the video of the old lady, like, smiling and
signing. Like, she's
signing
signing a DNR. Like,
yeah. And she's, like, making a pledge for money. Like, what?
And we know Barb's will make the right decision. Oh, my God.
Oh god, this shit's funny. Okay. This was funny. So the next one is a new deal with partner theaters. And so basically what Q and Mur did was just look up pyramid schemes.
Yeah.
And they just made it a big pyramid scheme. And it's even like an upside down triangle.
And they even comment on that. They're like, don't worry.
Yeah. They're like, it's just an upside down triangle. Don't worry about it.
Oh my god.
So they said, with your donations, they've raised $125,000, but with current expenses,
2.4
million.
How and people are just. But no, my favorite part. We are gonna go old school church style, and we're gonna collect money.
Well, they pull out like they open up the little drape and it's this thermometer with like barely filled red. And then they walk around with collection baskets and they're like,
People are throwing in 50s and stuff. Did you see that?
Well, I saw Sal write $81 on the little thermometer. Like, people listen to that garbage and we're like, well, fuck, they need more. I wish I had that kind of money to be like, whatever, just do the coat thing. It's fine.
Sal comes back and is like counting it. I would have loved to know how much they got from those people before they were like, and how do you give it all back?
Yeah. You just expect people to be honest. Like, I did give $50. Then I feel dumb as hell.
Or did they really take that and donate it to whatever they're working on maybe? Because how in the world do you give that all back?
I don't know.
We need Casey Yost on the phone.
We do. I want to find out what happened. I'm just cracking up that people really listen to the state-of-the-art coat room, the choreographer, that ridiculous handicap ramp, and then was told we need more money, and they were like, here.
At the coat rack, I'm out.
Right.
I'm done.
Right off the jump.
I'm like, okay, this is a joke. Or I'm going to be looking around like, okay, who's punking me? Like, where are we? What's going on?
My coat's from Walmart. I don't need, like, an app to keep track of it. It's fine.
If it's gone, it's gone.
Right, I'll go pay another $40 for another one. It's not a big deal.
Well, I already spoiled it. So, we had the Impractical Insider, of course, where Joe pitches the idea about a TV show where people don't even realize, and the people still, for the love of God, did not.
He's like a TV show about like a hidden camera, and it's like, and then I like when Mur's like,
after
7 seasons? Isn't that a little redundant? And Joe like looks at the camera, of course, in his Joe way, and he's like, people are still watching.
I will watch until season 30. As long as it's still funny, I am down.
Same.
I hope we have a lot more seasons coming.
I hope so too. Oh, and then the Impractical Insider, it goes back to the punishment, and they like unflourish this really horrible painting.
Oh my god. Of Sal and Joe.
Sal and Joe, and they're like, we're gonna auction this off, and then Joe's like, okay, $2.4
million. People are laughing.
No, I'm not gonna talk about it. I'll tell you about it later.
Oh.
The painting reminded me of something, but I don't want to be rude.
Okay, we'll talk about it after.
We'll talk about it afterwards. I don't want to be rude to anybody.
So, that was the episode.
That was the whole episode. I feel like I have arthritis.
And we are almost at 60 minutes, so we're about the same time that I think we were like an hour and 20 or something last time, so we're probably going to be a little short of that, but nobody said they didn't like the length. People said they really enjoyed it. So we're going to keep going with the longer episodes. But if it does start to get too long, don't be afraid to be like, hey, it's getting kind of long. We
can probably just do some short ones once in a while too.
Yeah.
Just to,
Well, like, and when we're in the midst of a season, like, we could do some fun ones, like, stuff like that.
Yeah. So you already told everyone you were going to be the one announcing stuff, so I'll just mute my mic and you do whatever.
Stop it.
It's fine. I said it's fine.
We're still doing some housekeeping stuff. Sloppy Joe, the hashtag send me the pic, send us the pic is still in full effect.
Yeah, he didn't do it yet.
He tells me he's working on it every time.
Well, what do you need to work on? I know he's got pictures of himself. Just pick one.
If not, go in the bathroom, take off your shirt, get 2 gallons of milk, and...
This is getting weird.
What?
Why is he telling him to go in the bathroom and take his shirt off?
Well, I mean, wherever. I mean, we need a picture of him shirtless with jeans and the bandana and 2 gallons of milk. I mean, that's where I was going.
Why does he gotta be shirtless?
Because he's always shirtless in the episode.
So you think people only recognize him by, like, his nipples? If they see his face, they'll know it's him.
Okay, well, Sloppy Joe, forgive me. I wasn't trying to be, like, disrespectful. Because he's always shirtless in the episode. That's just what I took it to. God. Sloppy Joe, I am so sorry. I did not mean to disrespect you or your nipples or anything. I was just going by what I seen on the show. I apologize. I'm so disrespectful. Sloppy Joe, I'm so sorry. But hashtag send me the pic.
Yeah, we really do need a picture, though. Like, nipples or not.
Anyway, I forgot what else I was going with. So anyway, Sloppy Joe hashtag send me the pic is still in effect, so get it up there. Get it on the page. I don't care how many threads go down. I just want to see hashtag send me the pic. And tag Sloppy Joe in it.
Yes.
So, again, Fat Crow's coming back. We're still haven't forgotten about Dan Lawson, but that has to be when Ashley and I are together.
Yes.
So, we're working on that. Also, some other interviews. But are you ready for this? Is there anything else that we need to talk about, first of all?
No.
Okay.
Do your announcement.
Okay. Ashley and I have some news. Are you ready, Ashley?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Yep.
So, you guys, Cooking with Jiggy is going to be a thing.
It's an actual real thing now. It's not just an idea. It's not in the works. It's for sure.
It is done. So,
it's happening.
If you are interested in going, the only place that you are going to be able to purchase tickets is through the Cooking with Jiggy group that we created. So,
yes.
Tickets are going to go on sale Sunday afternoon. We'll have a link on the Cooking with Jiggy page where you can buy tickets. So you're going to need to be in that Cooking with Jiggy group in order to purchase tickets.
And Jiggy will be joining that group.
Yes.
And he will be talking and getting ideas about food.
That'll be.
Well, why don't you tell them what what they're getting for their money?
Okay, so here's the deal. Because of the venue and stuff like that, we have to keep tickets at $100 a person.
Right.
That $100 is non-refundable. Once you purchase the ticket, that money, it's non-refundable.
Right.
That money is linked directly with Jiggy. Ashley and I have nothing to do with the $100 when you pay for it. It's through a ticket site, just like Ticketmaster or whatever. that Jiggy has, so everything goes directly to Jiggy.
Which I like, because I personally don't want to be in charge of all that money.
Yeah. So everything goes to Jiggy. So don't worry, we're not taking your money and running. Everything goes directly to Jiggy. So because of the venue and certain stuff that we have to do in order to have it at this venue, we searched high and low to try to find a venue, and this is actually the works out the best. So tickets are going to be $100 regardless. I mean, I know we talked about if we had more people, we could probably lower ticket prices, but with some things that got, I don't know, Ashley, what am I looking for? What's the word I'm looking for?
Maybe miscommunicated?
Yes, we have to keep tickets at $100.
Yeah.
So, but with that being said, I'm about to tell you what you're going to get for your $100, so you're not like, oh my God, that's a lot, because I'm telling you, and I'm not biased at all, for the $100 that you're going to pay for this ticket, what you're going to get, I think is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I do too.
So, you are going to get a 4-course meal that is cooked by Jiggy.
Yep.
Everything from start to finish, it's cooked by Jiggy.
Yep.
We are going from 2 to 9 o'clock, so 2 p.m. to 9 o'clock at night.
Yep.
That's what, 8 hours? Yeah. You have, Ashley and I don't matter, but you have me and Ashley, and you have Jiggy for those whole 8 hours.
Right.
Jiggy's not going to be there for like an hour or whatever. Jiggy's going to be there for the whole time.
Yep.
So you get a 4-course meal. You get 8 hours of the day to hang out with Jiggy, with me and Ashley. You get your selfies, your group photos with Jiggy, whatever. You get that. And then you get a comedy show by Jiggy.
Yeah.
You get a whole...
I'm so excited for that.
Yes.
I love to stand up.
You get a whole comedy show. So you're not just getting a comedy show. You're getting a 4-course meal that's cooked by Jiggy himself. You're getting a comedy show. You get to hang out with some other IJ fans and Jiggy fans. You get to hang out with me and Ashley. Ashley, myself, and Jiggy are going to do a live podcast episode. So if you're there, you're going to see it right in front of you. If not, we will post it. We may go live at that point and let you see the podcast. It'll also come out as a later episode with just the audio. But you're going to get to see that too. There's going to be some other fun things. You may remember I told Holly that if she got enough people, I would do the whole flash dance thing. Well, she did. So now Ashley's going to be dumping water on me.
I can't wait.
But I'm excited about the podcast. We're going to do another interview with Jiggy.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun.
Another thing is, we need your votes. Maybe we could do a poll, Ashley. What do you think? We could pick like so many episodes and do a poll and see which one, like which 2 they want broken down.
Yeah, that's fine.
So this, when we do it, that episode may be a little longer because it'll be kind of like a special. But we're going to put out a poll when it gets closer. And we're going to pick like maybe 5 episodes that you guys can vote for. And we'll pick 2 out of those 5 that we're going to break down at that and we'll have Jiggy with us helping us break it down. But then we're also going to do a little interview with Jiggy. So it'll be fun. So,
it's going to be really fun.
For 8 hours, you're going to get all of that. So when you think about $100, it's really not bad. I don't think it's
bad. I think people have paid more for less.
Exactly. We will be providing pop and water and lemonade and stuff like that. However, you can BYOB if you choose to.
Yeah.
If you want to bring like our pops that we're providing will be canned pops. If you want to bring bottles of wine and stuff, that's fine. We'll have cups. We can try to make sure we have a wine opener, like a cork. Like, we can try to make sure that we have that. We're not going to promise it, but I will try to keep that in the back of my mind, and Ashley will too, that we'll try to have something like that in case you guys do bring wine. But it's going to be BYOB. We're going to ask you to be responsible and be respectful. We don't need anybody getting belligerent, drunk, or anything like that. But
Right.
I totally get, it's kind of going to be like a cookout theme, so you want to have a couple beers, whatever. I understand that. But we are not providing the alcohol, but you can bring it in. The alcohol, well, we'll go over that later. Anyway.
Yes.
But, so we will provide pop and all of that and stuff like that. We may have a few extra surprises. But for now, that's all you get. But I'm really excited because it's actually happening.
I am excited too. It's going to be so much fun. And I can't wait to meet other fans.
I can't wait. And I can't wait to meet them, but I also can't wait to hear like feedback in person about the podcast either.
Yeah.
Like I can't wait. I also want to say this venue only holds a certain amount of people. So, you're going to want to get your tickets because we have a lot of people interested. So, once the tickets sell out, they're sold out.
Right. And we're already getting kind of close to that.
Yeah. We didn't
Maximum
expect
number.
for so many people to be interested. But Ashley and I have talked, and this is something definitely, depending on how well this one goes, if it goes well, we would definitely consider doing another one.
Yeah.
And maybe doing an even bigger venue than what we're doing now.
It really hasn't been as stressful as I thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it really hasn't, but we haven't come down to everything yet either.
Yeah, true.
But if it goes off well, we just talked about that we would be more than happy to do another one with a probably bigger venue. So this does have the possibility to sell out.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So make sure tickets are going to go on sale Sunday. So
Get your ticket.
get your ticket. And remember, that's $100. It's non-refundable. It'll probably be like a regular Ticketmaster. I don't think it's a huge fee, but you may have that like service fee or whatever it is, just like you do with Ticketmaster or anything like that. So,
Oh, I didn't think about that.
huh?
I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I mean, it may be there. I don't know. Jiggy set all this up. So I'm just giving you a heads up that there may be that little service fee just like you would pay if you go through StubHub or whatever.
Yeah.
So you're not going to be able to get tickets on StubHub or, well, I would hope not, but whatever.
That'd be weird. I wouldn't trust them.
So we're going to know how many tickets we sold, so we can't go over that, so clearly. But I'm so excited. It's going to be a thing.
I am too. It's going to be so much fun.
We're going to be taking a little volunteers to help out with a few things, but no big deal. That's our admins and our mods' responsibility, you know, like Twat Language Terry and Meg and whoever else.
Right.
But anyway, do we have anything else besides that excitement?
That's our big announcement. It's really happening.
Yes. I actually have my hands on the permit that we have to have it at the particular venue. You guys can hear that paper rattling.
Woo!
So we will be back in another 2 weeks to break down 2 more episodes for you. This whole every 2 weeks thing seems to be going over pretty well. We're getting more episodes. Yeah. So
I like it.
We'll be back in 2 weeks. Again, do not forget to join that Cooking with Jiggy page. What I may even do is once we reach the number of tickets that we can sell in that page, I may go ahead and stop letting people add members. That way we're not getting...
Well, I think even what we should do is at a certain point, if you haven't purchased a ticket, you might just leave the group.
Yeah, if you're not going to be able to make it, which is fine. No hard feelings or anything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Not at all. We know life, things happen, but we do want you to understand that the $100 is non-refundable. So just know that.
Yeah.
And like I said about the halfway point, Jiggy will join the group and he'll be asking what we want him to cook and whatever. But if you're not going to be able to make it, we would ask that you please just leave the group. We're going to kind of update a little bit on our other fan podcast page, but most of it's going to be done through that because it's such a small crowd.
Yeah.
So just make sure that, like I said, if you can't come, no big deal. But we need you to leave the group if you can't make it, so we can keep track of numbers and stuff like that. So tickets will go on sale at noon Sunday. And I think that's about it. This is going to be a thing. Ashley and I will be there hanging out. Jiggy will be there hanging out. And it'll be fun times. So, if there is nothing left to say, Ashley, do you have anything?
I don't. That was a good episode.
I think so.
I laughed really hard.
I can't believe you offered Dan for me to give him the titty. Like,
you brought it up.
okay, anyway, we're going to end this episode before we fight about this. Do you have anything?
Thanks for listening.
Thank you for listening. God bless.
And the best of health to you.